Hey guys, welcome to the Carnivore Channel. My name is Matthew. Something's on my mind. I feel moved to say something. This message is for somebody. I don't even know who. I don't know. What I'm gonna say, and mind you, I do want to let you know who I am if you're here for the first time. I was plant-based for 10 years. I've been able to find carnivore. Did I find carnivore? Was it a gift? It was a gift from a very, very close friend of mine by the name of Mike. If you haven't seen this interview, please check it out. It was about 3 weeks ago. And that information that he shared with me was enough to plant a seed to be able to change my life. Okay? I was surviving. I wasn't thriving. I was, man, I'm telling you, boy. Oh man, I had aches, I had pains. I'd be laying in the bed. Could only lay straight. I had joint pain, inner hip pain, knee pain. Oh man, shoulder pain. These pains are inflammation. The inflammation is caused by foods that we're eating. That's inflammation. That have inflammation. Even if they're fruits, seeds, nuts, legumes, whatever, minimally processed foods in that area. So what I'm saying to you is that what I had to do, what I had to decide, and what happened to me was like an epiphany. It was a question. It said, am I totally missing out? Am I totally missing out on something that's so great? And then I had to look at 10 years of my time that I had spent greatly surviving, okay, but not thriving. And here's the thing. From going on carnivore, not only does your manhood come back, now I want you to listen to what I'm talking about, all right? Use your imagination on that part. But we're talking about so many other things. We're talking about the pains, inflammation going away, guys. Somebody's not hearing me out there because you're listening to my words, but you're trying to find the holes in what I'm saying. You're trying to find out you're trying to think of every reason why you shouldn't do it. They're trying to think of every reason that you're coming up with past information. It's almost like you're caught into the matrix and you want to stay asleep because it's the most convenient thing. And when you go carnivore, when you do anything different in life though, you got to plant your feet in, you got to dig your heels in. It's kind of like no different than going for a degree in a college or something. If you haven't done that, what I'm saying to you is this: you're going to run into that difficult test. You're going to run into that professor you absolutely hate. And you've got to tell yourself, I'm taking this class as many times as I have to be able to graduate. I took one college class. It's Quantitative Methods 401. I had to take it 4 times. It's the only class I had to retake in college, okay? But you had to... I didn't think I was going to get into this now, but basically what it is, you had 2 cheat sheets that he allowed you to bring in. I didn't know you had to have every question to every answer, or every answer to every question that was over the past 5 years. So I was a little on the slow boat because I was honest. And I think honesty is the only policy in anything you do in life. Except he didn't say you couldn't have those, and he didn't care. So, anyway, the point here is that you got to dig your heels in, and you've got to figure out how to survive, and you don't give up. You do not give up. This is the same thing. When I started it, I was 30 days into, I said I was going to try for 30 days because nothing can kill you after 30 days, right? And all I saw in him was healing, guys, inflammation going down in his legs. Knee pain gone. And I don't know how many pounds he lost at that point. I think it was close to 60, I think. Maybe it was 50, I don't know, somewhere in there. But your body does go through healing stages. I know he went through a period where he didn't lose any weight for like a week or so, and then dropped like 10 pounds in a week, guys. Now, mind you, I'm 6'3". I started off at 219. I'm around 213, 214. I don't have weight that I want to drop. What I'm doing is I'm eating tons of protein. I'm trying to get like 120, 200 grams of protein a day. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, and it's because it's not just healing me. I know it's going into my muscles, but our brain, what is that? Yes, the fogginess, the depression, the putting things off, okay, to do them to another day. The confidence level I've noticed has gone up. The confidence level and the fact that I'm thinking more clearly. I've seen so many, man, I'm telling you, this diet is not just for people that want to lose a lot of weight. And it is for those people that want to lose a lot of weight. It's for those people that want to lose a little bit of weight. Because what happens is that fat starts shedding off you, ripping off you. I like the word ripping because it starts ripping off. and you're going to have so much energy. You're eventually going to want to, you're eventually go, you're I'm sorry, I see a comment coming up on my screen, on my phone from earlier. Yes, I'm videotaping this on my phone. Yes, I'll probably upgrade my camera, and I do have a better camera. The point here is you're gonna see the fat start ripping off your sides, or you're ripping off of wherever it is that it needs to rip off of, okay? And then when you start feeling like working out, you're gonna see your muscles start to bulk up, all right? You're gonna see them start to bulk up. You're gonna be doing those push-ups that you do. You're gonna have to go to battle with your mind. Not only do you have to plant your feet in, your heels deep, and you gotta say, you know what, I'm doing this. And I can do anything for 30 days. After 30 days, I guarantee you one thing. I guarantee you. Now, mind you, I'm not a doctor. Go see your doctor, blah, blah, blah. You do you, all right? But man, no doctor's going to tell you to eat the carnivore diet. Maybe a few will. If they know that it's the most nutrient-dense food, compacted, that you can eat, and they're not buying into this fear-mongering. Man, this food thing's a big deal. This food thing's a big deal because it's going to make you be able to thrive, not just survive. Survival food is the fruit, seeds, nuts, and legumes that you can't find meat. That's when you eat that type of food. That's why your body can digest it. We're talking about so many diseases that if you put the very best food in you, I'm talking about meat, guys. It's not that hard. It's not that freaking hard. People ask me, and I've had a couple of questions where, well, what do I exactly eat? What can I eat? I'm like, dude, if it swims, if it climbs, if it's meat, you eat it. Stop thinking so much. You feel like a burger, eat your pound. A pound of burger is like 60 grams of protein. I want you to think about this. Throw the freaking protein in there and eat a half a pound burger, eat a pound of burger, eat 2 pounds of burger a day. Whew, throw your shrimp in there, throw your hard cheeses, throw your eggs. I don't care. The point, what I'm saying to you is I do care, but I'm telling you, it's not complicated. When I jumped in, I said, you know what? I'm just going to start eating meat. Forget it. And I'm going to tell you something. That's where the healing happens. You simplify things. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Break it down. All right? Man, I know somebody's going to be hearing this. I know, man, I hope. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. And I'm going to tell you something else that happens. Your true personality is going to start coming out. If you go back to videos that I had in the past where I was nutritionally suffering, I didn't sound anything like this. I've noticed myself change. Your testosterone levels are going to go up, boy. Yes, and people are going to start noticing that shit. And when you're in a conversation, you don't let other people control it to the point where you don't have to control them. You're just in control of yourself, okay? And if you want to control the situation, you can. And you're going to start giving off a light. I want you to think about that. You're going to start giving off something that you've never given off before. Maybe you have many decades ago, maybe a decade ago, maybe a few years ago before you started eating Krispy Kreme donuts every day for every meal. Okay, I'm just having too much fun. Okay, all right. So there's a couple points I did want to bring up. I just, can you tell I'm totally unscripted? I'm totally unscripted, folks, because what I'm telling you is real. And there is change about to happen in your life. You got to dig in. You got to dig deep. And when you tell you what, when you wake up in the morning, you got to think consistency. Who am I? Who are you? Who do you want to be? You. I know I'm talking to you and I'm not threatening you. I'm saying I love you. I want you to love yourself. I want you to bring it back in. Your body, this thing, okay, not this. Okay, this is just a shirt. I want you to think of, when you look at your body, when you look at your skin, get to know who you are. Because you can design that, okay? I don't care what kind of clothes you wear, but what do your like look like when they're hanging on you, okay? People get so wrapped up in their clothes. I want you to get wrapped up in your head on your health. And your health is going to change the way this looks, your body, because your body is the most important thing, not what you put on your body. It's your body. Your mental beauty your beauty inside of you, your spirit, is going to be able to shine so much brighter because your aches and pains are going to go away. 99% of them, I'm going to say, but I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many aches and pains have gone away on me. That arthritis that they say can't go away can go away. That type 2 diabetes they say couldn't go away, always go see your doctor, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, I've looked at it. It's around 98% around. You can kick that stuff. Think about the long-term side effects. That blood pressure medicine you're taking 1 of, 2 of, 3 of, metformin, you're going to be on forever. No, you're not going to be on forever. No, not if you decide to change your diet and you decide to let your body heal itself. I've been pissed off. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that, but when I realized that a doctor over 10 years ago told me I was going to be on blood pressure medicine the rest of my life. 3 months later, I go in, and at that point in my life, right now my blood pressure is like 105 or 111 over 60, 65, okay? That's my blood pressure. Unheard of, just from changing the diet, carnivore diet. And also, I do want to put a precursor on this. I highly encourage anybody that's on this diet, when they can, to get in your walking, to get in your biking. I bought an inside bike. I ride that. Before I was carnivore, I could do 3 to 10 kilometers. Now I can do I can do like over 20 easy, all right? My point is, you got to change your diet. You've got to do it today. You got to get pissed. And you got to plant your seed in. You got to plant your feet. And you got to say, this is me. This is my new life. Ooh, you can't buy this. You can't buy this. This is not you can't buy a trainer to train you to do this. You have got to plant your feet in. You got to subscribe to my channel. If you're carnivore, please hit the word maybe. If you're thinking about going carnivore, please hit the word maybe. Or put the word maybe in the comments. Guys, I got to tell you, if you do hit the like button or you subscribe, it greatly helps the channel get out. And I'm going to tell you, not only does it help the channel and the algorithms, but it's helping somebody be able to hear a word of truth that they haven't heard. There are quite a few different people out there that are doing the carnivore, not a lot of them. And you got a few that are really big. And sometimes that person is going to resonate with you, and sometimes they're not. And sometimes you need to hear a different voice. Now, my voice, I have noticed, has changed quite a bit, a lot of times. Like when I do something like this is just some FaceTime, guys. I love cooking. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you haven't checked out my other videos, check it out. Also, I love doing Goodwill videos because that means I got some good deals at Goodwill. All right, so I'm totally off chart here. I mean, totally off script. Not that I'm on a script, but there were a couple outlines I was going to say. Man, once consistent, change happens. All right, period. Mentally, if you got depression, if you got, if you want clear thoughts, if you got fog, if you're not able to remember things short term, if you're not able to remember names, the names of roads, names of people, directions, your brain's going to start healing. You're going to start healing in ways that you never thought you could. You thought you're like worried about, oh my gosh, am I getting dementia? You probably are. Listen to what I'm saying. They haven't even been able to define dementia. They haven't been able to define a lot of things, the way our brains start to tear down. Why are they tearing down? They're tearing down. It's just like no different than what the type of gas that you put in your car. If your car is calling for a premium and you're putting in regular, what do you think's going to happen? Think about it. Your car is breaking down, guys. Physically. All right. Listen to me now. If you have an athlete that runs 1,000 miles a day, obviously, I'm just over exaggerating. And then you start eating them ho-hos, or you feed them ho-hos, Oreos, and cookies, and Coke, okay? What's going to happen? Their body's going to fall apart. You're feeding it poison. Now you get somebody that's, I don't know, I'm just going to name a number here, 600 pounds. And you just keep feeding them ho-hos and cookies and Oreos. They're going to stay 600. They're going to go to 700. Their body's just like barely surviving. I mean, think about this. Nobody is healthy at 600 pounds. I mean, nobody, come on. Okay, so now you start feeding somebody, I don't know, we're just going to name a number. Just name a number, 300 pounds, okay? But you start feeding them food. That's going to start ripping the fat off of them. That's going to start giving them nutrition. That's going to start healing their brain. Man, I'm telling you, you can look like you're healthy and be destroying your health. The illusion that you're giving out there is nice for you, but you're destroying your body. What I'm saying to you is that we need to eat the most nutrient-dense food in the world. Our God-given right, I think, is our birthright is to know what's the optimal food for us to eat. And I 100% believe it's carnivore. All right? I've just seen too much change. Today is, I think, my day 79. I think, yeah, it's 79. Day 79. It's just everything changes. Everything gets better. You don't know how good you can feel. You don't know how clearly you can think. You're lifting yourself up out of somewhere that you didn't think you could even get out of. Like, let's say if your manhood's not working, right? You're gonna go to the doctor and get, I guess, blue pills. And you don't have to do that, guys. Now, if your blood pressure is skyrocketing and you're like, I'm gonna die, and then you go to the doctor and he's like, well, let's try this blood pressure medicine and this one. Well, let's try these three together. I don't think they mix more than three. I don't know. And then the type 2 diabetes are like, well, now you're gonna be on insulin the rest of your life. Now I said type 2. La 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 la. I mean, don't you worry. I'm gonna get you in here and we're gonna take care of you. Now, well, let's an emergency and let's go to the doctor every 3 to 6 months. Man, I do. Oh, come on. What I'm saying is that if you have a choice between going to the doctor every 3 to 6 months or whatever it is, or if you're like one of those lucky people that have like 10 meds, but you only have to go once a year, and I have no idea how this works. But what if? And I'm telling you, the light bulb has to go off. It has to go off. If you have pain, if you're not feeling good, I'm way too long on this video, but what if your body can heal itself? What if? I'll leave you with that thought, okay? And I want you to go do your research. Check out Dr. Ken Berry. He's been doing tons of videos for like forever, and I've only found good stuff. Y'all, peace out. Y'all have a beautiful day. I'll check back with y'all later.